Hello, everyone. Hello. This is Coach Michele. Hope you guys are having an amazing day and your holiday weekend was the best. And today's video, guys, is based on a situation that happened today. And I said, let me share this. Guys, when you are starting your home care business, you're transitioning. Most of you are transitioning from employee into entrepreneur. What that means is that many of you don't have experience with how to communicate with clients, how to communicate with family members. So this video is giving you some tips on how to handle specific situations. So the first thing I'm gonna, let me see, I'll probably name a few. If not, I'll do my short series of videos and drop, but this one is the first one. Today is Tuesday. So yesterday was a holiday, so I took the day off. Yes. So the first tip is when you are transitioning, many of you may, be a little rough around the edges. Many of you may be from the hood like me. So many of you may be outspoken. However, guys, you must think before you respond. Just because someone asks you a question or put you in a situation doesn't mean you need to respond immediately. Sometimes it makes sense to digest it, think about it, then respond, and or ask if you can respond and get back to them, respond at a later time. Let me give you an example. You are with a family and the family asks you a question that, how about this one? Many of you are brand new. So the family asks you a question and that question is, how long have you been in business? For some reason that freaks out many of you. What I want you to do is think about it, because most of you respond right away because, emotions, nervousness, or whatever the case may be. So you respond right away and you say, oh, I just started my business. Guys, don't say that. Please don't say that, because that's going to open a rabbit hole. You're going to go down, because now they're going to question if you are qualified to take care of them, if you're qualified to run an agency. Then, depending on who you are, they may treat you like a sister girl. I'm just, keeping it real. They may treat you like a sister girl, and they may want to hook up. They may not respect you. They may try to tell you how to run the business, all type of things. So communication is key when you are communicating effectively. And what do I mean by that? Is think about what you are about to say before you say it. Once it comes out, it's out, and now you got to deal with that. So how do you respond when someone asks you that question, how long have you been in business? I want you to, one, be honest and answer it based on your experience. What does that mean? You can say, great question. I've actually been a nurse for 30 years and I transitioned into owning my agency so I can serve more people. Boom. That should satisfy them, right? Because sometimes what we hear is, how long have you been in business? How long has this agency been established? When did you get started with ABC Home Care Agency? We hear all of these things because that's a fear that we have. So basically, they're just trying to qualify you to see if you are capable and competent enough to provide the service. So don't take it personally. Answer the question. So you can say, actually, I've been a caregiver for 10 years. And I've decided to branch out on my own and blah, 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 right? I personally wouldn't want anyone to say they're the owner, right? So I think that's when that question comes about. So when you answer the question, or when you tell someone you're the owner, or when you have your, CEO, a lot of people want that CEO title on your business card, it opens up a lot of questions that you may not be ready to answer, right? So when they see, the owner is coming out here to my home. Oh, okay. Small business is what they're thinking most of the time. Or they may be proud and want to ask you more questions, or they may be, oh, you're too young, or oh, whatever it may be. So just be very mindful, guys, when you answer the question. So you can say, well, that's a quite great question. And if you want to answer it directly, you can say, that's a great question. I've actually established this business, blah, 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 blah. However, I have X amount of years of experience, blah, blah, blah. Right? So there's ways to answer that question, but please don't say, oh, I'm brand new. You're my first client. Oh, this is my first one. Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh, Guys, many of you do it. I know some of you are going to look at this video and be like, girl, I did not say that. I would never say that. That makes no sense, right? Because you may have experience. You may be good on your feet as far as responding quickly. Every single person is different. I never ever do a video if I did not see a large number of people needing an answer to a specific question or a way to solve a problem. So definitely think things through before you respond, because once it comes out there, guys, I promise you, it can lead to so many other things, right? It's just like having, open-ended questions or closed-ended questions. If you have a closed-ended question, then boom, it may be over. If it's an open-ended question, you're creating dialogue, right? So you just have to be prepared. And what I would say is just practice that question, because many people get it. And if you're brand new or you're thinking about getting started and you're nervous and you're thinking, oh, nobody's going to buy from me, or whatever those limiting beliefs are that you may have, I want you to ask yourself that in the mirror and practice it. So when someone asks you, it doesn't catch you off guard. So you're going to ask yourself, or role play with someone that you know. You're going to ask yourself, oh, Michelle, wonderful. Thank you so much for coming out to my home. So how long have you been in business? Practice that, guys. So, oh, really? Okay, well, what made you decide to start this business? That's getting into a whole lot of stuff. It's getting you off track and down a rabbit hole, right? Especially if you're in a client's home. Now, if you're in a networking event or a networking environment, that's totally different. That's you building rapport and things like that. But when you get in the comfort of someone's home, it's easy for situations to turn personal, especially when it's a sister girl. I'm sorry, guys. It's just a fact. So be very mindful of that so you stay professional at all times. Now, something else just popped in my head, but I've committed to doing short videos, just bringing content based on a specific subject. But I'm going to do another video after this one talking about same subject. However, talking about when a situation turns adverse. When you think, the client loves you, and then all of a sudden, baby, they ready to pull your wig off. So let's talk about that in the next video. If you have any questions or comments regarding this question, how to respond when someone asks you if you're brand new. So I gave you 3 or 4 different ways to respond. If you have a business partner, you can say, oh, my business partner and we started so-and-so, and my business partner is XYZ with XYZ experience, number of years experience. So you always want to lead with something positive. Just don't say, oh, I'm brand new. Always lead. So think, and if you don't have any experience in the industry and you have a master's degree, or bachelor's degree in whatever, right? So you can say, oh, great question. I actually have a bachelor's degree in so-and-so and then so-and-so, right? So that may be a way you can respond. Say you're in a totally different industry. You could say, well, I have a large amount of experience in the business sector, so I decided to transfer all of that into this. Say you have none of that. Say you have dropped out of high school, don't have any experience or anything, but you took care of your mother, you took care of a loved one. Then you can lean on that and say, actually, I'm brand new starting this business. And, I decided to help more families that were in situations like my family, where, I was the primary caregiver for my mom. So I understand exactly, what you're experiencing right now. And I've dedicated my time and to serving, other families that were in the same need that I was in, or have the same need that I have. So there's ways to answer it, guys, other than I just started. You're my first client. This is the first time I've ever at anyone's home. So just keep that in mind. I hope this adds value to you and help you with this question, because it is a loaded question depending on how you respond. So guys, I didn't even welcome you. Those of you that are brand new, what's up? Those of you that are returning, thank you. Make sure you guys turn on the notifications so you can be notified every week when I drop my videos. And then, of course, I want you to click the bell to turn on your notifications, subscribe, and like the video. Take care, guys. God bless.